Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. He goes by the name of Alan. Everybody, give a big round of applause. First time here at the Sparrow. Give it up for Alan.
I was actually kind of happy he lowered this because all of my jokes got cut out because I was like, wow, if this is high, I'm going to need a chair. But anyway, so I initially came up here wondering, why would people actually want to hear me talk? And then I realized, I damn near just turned 26 in November this year. And the first time I actually heard my voice in a recording was when I was about 22 years old. How many people in here work in a call center, or have ever worked in a call center? Let me get a round of applause. Alright, exactly. So you know how they like grade your calls? I initially got my first sound of what my voice sounds like in a call center recording. And I kind of stopped, and I went, wait, can you maybe play that recording back? Because I don't believe that's actually me. They're like, no, that's definitely you. I was like, no, that's a speaking spell and E.T. merged into the same sound. I can't get that in a voice. I don't know where you got that from, that's not me. I want this regraded. But no, it generally goes back to just essentially, when you hear your voice for the first time, you think, is that what people hear when they go to date me? And you think, yeah, that's kind of what they go, and then you wonder why you never get any callbacks. Like, I've been on so many blind dates lately, and I'm like, you know what, I've got everything else. I've got a job, a car, an apartment, but for some reason, nobody ever calls me back, and then I hear myself in a recording, and I go, that's why, because I sound like a fucking machine. But then I learned to utilize that in my life. Like, have you ever been at work, you've got like 1 minute before you get off, and then you get a phone call, and you're like, you know what, I kind of want to help this person, but I don't want to. So you get the call, and you're like, hello, my name is Alan. And they're like, yeah, I kind of want to make a complaint. And you're like, well, if you believe you reached the wrong number, please dial 1, and we'll connect you to the right line. And then they like kind of press 1, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't expect them to press 1. So you kind of just like back off and go like, well, yeah, no, that didn't get you anywhere, but if you press 2, we'll get you to the Spanish line. But that generally breaks down to like, as I said, I've been doing this whole blind dating thing, and it's only because I've recently gone back into the dating market. I'm actually in the process of like going through a divorce, which if people say if they don't buy it, money doesn't buy you happiness, they're wrong. Money buys you a divorce, and it's fantastic, okay? Because if I swear to God, if they had an express line for how to get a divorce, I would be in there, but I imagine it'd be like Walmart, where there'd only be one register open, and it'd still take me the same 6 months. So I just don't even bother with the situation. So recently I've been trying online dating, and I don't understand how this whole process works. Because you go on there, and you're like, you see a girl, and she's like, I've got a job, I'm smart, I'm educated, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, and their tagline is like, say something that entertains me. So I generally try to think of the first thing I can come up with, and the only thing I can come up with is, I didn't send you a dick pic. And generally, it's like, you expect, thank you, right? Like, I actually read your bio, and I'm kind of interested in you, and my dick is not in this picture. Yes! But then again, you're still not attracted to the picture of just me. So I don't know what to do at that point. But in its seriousness, it's like, lately, if you can't find a date in a bar, which is, again, another terrible place to find a date, because if somebody's drunk, they're not really thinking about who you are, you go online. And I have a friend who, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but for some reason he assumes that he is going to find his Wonder Woman online. And his standards are set entirely too high. He goes, I want a woman who's like a Playboy model, college educated, and has a good bank account. But this friend looks like he's a disaster between Kevin Smith and fucking Uncle Fester. So you essentially go, no dude, you need a Kmart model, fucking like maybe be able to pay her bank account, like her car payment, and some college credits in cosmetology. Then you might be alright. But his standards are set way too high, and it's okay, it happens, I get it. So I'm just kind of just setting my standards for, I want somebody who might have college education, might be studying nursing or cosmetology, and is kind of educated and might have enough to take me to Waffle House. But we don't know from that point, it's all hearsay. But I do thank you guys for coming out. Again, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great night.